okay, in the last 6 months, when say 12,000, for example, or when you can only withdraw in intervals of 6 months. What's the rule
this
there?
is how it works. You have a publisher. The publisher collects for you, and then the publisher will tell you how much you have. Of which I feel like it's a middleman that's unnecessary.
A publisher?
Yes. Somebody's taking our money. They know whose money they are taking. I get the songs are playing, and then the radio submits the sheet.
The cue sheet, yeah.
Yes, we played who and who and who. So you know exactly whose money you are taking, right? Then you should allocate the money in that person's profile. Like for example, when you go to your Virgin Music profile, you can go to bank and see how much you did, or DistroKid. You can see your money because of like they are collecting. Okay? So Samro, now there has to be a middleman. So you have a publisher. The publisher takes money from you, a percentage that they are realizing with Samro.
Already a short down. It's Uncle Samro.
No,
publisher. Oh, okay, no.
Publisher follows up.
Yes.
So when you are self-published, when you have your own publishing company and your administration is not to do, then that's where they get the gap to take your money. You understand? So now, why should it be something that's so hard with the technology that we have right now, where you can simply collect and allocate the money to the profile that the person owns? Because of when you're registered as a Samro member, you've got a profile
already.
Already.
What's the point of a publisher?
Like, why can't they be accountable and say, this is your money, we put in 10,000, like just like a payment?
I wonder, the reason why in Tapisa topic is because it's state owned, guys. Wabo. Like the state will perform magic and pretend like we don't see it and brush it off. Because I remember Kopiano House didn't Fiso talk about the Samro thing a while ago, right? And then he later on came back and said, hey, apparently they are firing people, wara. We don't want that because we asked you a question and we want you to come in studio and answer, wabo. So I feel like it's an ongoing thing. Like the fraud there is a lot and ngoba vele. And I ngeke cut out the middleman because
these publishing companies, you find that some of them are directors in them.
Hey,
and
well, understand.
That's the thing. They need to be held accountable. And I feel like the Samro CEO should be fired because of that's what the members are saying as well. That lady should be fired because of a lot of fraud happened under her nose as a CEO, and she's still keeping the very same people that are doing fraud in that company. Imagine you working for a company.
It means it's a syndicate.
She's in on it too. She's involved. When we have stolen from your clients. You understand? Your clients are seeking
Queen
money. You understand? So I feel for that gentleman because of
shame, that's sad.
If that 4 million was in his hands, imagine what would that do for his family.
Facts.
Because of it, he doesn't look like someone who has millions. You understand?
So he's just been saving and he's just been.
He has sacrificed their Lord. If he has a catalog of 500 songs.
So with him, how did it happen? Like, Nanta Apanka, even with the 6-month intervals and like the opportunity to withdraw, Nanta Apanka mo actually
someone was not notified, I think. That's my thinking. Then they saw the gap. If you don't notify with someone that you have a song that's out, you have to notify, you have to register the song under their thing. So some administration was a bit shaky and then they saw the gap to snatch whatever that was happening. You understand?
So how did he find out? How did you know that I've got...
Again, now, now we are no longer the heat, now we are no longer on the hype, you've got time now.
Yeah.
Now you get
so, but what I'm trying to understand is, did you go on a portal and a montage go bank or this is the amount of money you have?
Again, when you have a catalog, you can go to the publisher and say maybe publisher Baliman, Maybe the publisher says, oh, you have these songs, maybe they were big. Then the publisher would be interested and say, yeah, let's do it. You understand? And then they follow up. They start following up. That's when the whole starts showing now. Oh, now you know because the publisher has that app there's an app actually that shows. I think Radio Monitor, you can see a Radio Monitor. There's an app called Radio Monitor. You pay 600 and something every year. Then you can know like how many times your song was played and how much can it make from those spins. Yes.
Okay, anyways, do you have anything to add on the Samro issue? I just want to say sorry. Like,
sorry for what? There's no sorry. Let people be held accountable.
Let people be held accountable. But I just know that they won't.
There's no sorry here.
Because like I feel like anyways, the government entity kids on telling exempt from who follow like labor law, wabo, and they are poor until we guys na young poor. Njalo ke corruption, everything fraud, everything.
Accountability in South Africa is starting to be a non-existent.
Bruh, like it's like nobody cares. Like they don't care. Like they don't care. I'm gonna put like a lot of Samro.
4 million is serious.
So
the big dogs, over change society. I want to go fatsing
Samro no artilenka no yes, please.